Hey everyone, welcome to For Fantasy's Sake. I am Doug. Today we're going to be talking quickly about the Jonathan Taylor news. So it broke last night that he has been permitted to seek a trade. We're going to take a quick look at who we think he might go to. I think the top three places that he might land are Minnesota, Miami, and Dallas. Not necessarily in that order, but those are kind of the three spots that I think he might go. Minnesota, I think, is a good spot just because they've had Dalvin for the last few years and they can put a dynamic runner like him into that offense fairly quickly and easily. I'm still not a strong believer in Alexander Mattison for the whole season, so I think Taylor actually becomes a really nice fit there. Same kind of concept down in Miami as well. They were looking at Dalvin once Dalvin got released from Minnesota. I think that he can slide in there. They've got the weapons on the outside to really kind of potentially do some damage downfield, but what they don't have is that running game to help kind of balance that off for Tua. So I think that is a good place for him as well. And then Dallas, I think, just because Jerry likes to have that splashy kind of trade or move, I could see him doing going out and pulling the trigger for something like this. He always thinks that Dallas is in contention when sometimes they're really not. But I can see him going and pulling a trade for this. For Jonathan Taylor. A couple of other places that I've seen kind of bandied about. DJ obviously thinks that he could potentially go to the Chiefs. I don't see that. I think that is too much. They want Mahomes to be in control. If you have too much of a dominant running game, it takes too much away from Mahomes and that passing game. So I don't see that necessarily there. Same kind of concept up in Chicago. Technically, he would be a good fit there. They do need kind of a better kind of running game up there. They have the cap space. They have the draft capital to make a move. Colts are reportedly asking for a first-round pick or an equivalent thereof. But what we've seen out of Ryan Poles is he's a little bit more conservative than that. He would rather have the B tier or C tier or a couple of C tier guys to make it work rather than the one kind of alpha there. Plus, he did go out and he did kind of upgrade the wide receiver room with DJ Moore that we all know about. But this is a Jonathan Taylor show. I don't really see that happening in Chicago. So I still think Miami, Minnesota, and Dallas are the three. Looking at Indianapolis's roster once Taylor is moved, if he's moved at all, you're looking at Zach Moss as the lead runner there, and that is just not something that I would be excited about. Taylor really is kind of the straw that stirs the drink there in Indianapolis. I just don't see any type of effective running game there with those at all. It's just not going to be a good situation in Indy. So I'm not crazy about anything that goes on there. But that is what we are looking at today. As news kind of updates, we'll let you know. But as of right now, that's kind of what I'm thinking as to where Taylor might be headed. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you check us out on all the social media platforms, like and subscribe, and we will see you guys once the season starts.